Hey guys, welcome to the video. In this video we're going to go through some introductory things in Escape from Tarkov. I'm going to start off with some damage and how to heal the damage. Now if we look in my backpack, I have all the meds. There may be one or two missing, but this is the ultimate kind of the basic guide of everything you need. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of them, so this can get quite confusing. So we're going to have a look at different types of damage. We're going to go and play with some scavs, hopefully not die immediately. And see what we can do to fix the damage that they do. So first off, we need to find a scav. So here's a scav. Let me shoot it. Okay, we've got a heavy bleed. That took longer to kill him than I thought, but that's good because we got two bleeds. So you can see now at the top, a heavy bleed on the right on this arm, and we have a light bleed on this arm. So for the heavy bleed, you've got a choice of the cat, the Esmark, or the hemostat. Use the hemostat first. And that gets rid of that heavy bleed and gives you a fresh wound. For the light bleed, you have options. So this one will not do any of the bleeds. It doesn't have a bandaging effect, but all of these do. So we'll use a Salua first for this one. So let's put that onto there. You can drag it across, you can right click it. It will prioritize bleeds first. Now, we've gotten rid of the bleeds, but we still have the fresh wound. So if I start using that limb too much or get shot in that limb, it will start bleeding again. Now you can see I've got damage everywhere else, and also these are both at 0. Hang on. There's more scavs coming because I killed their friend. Let's get out of the way. This way. So we'll hide in the corner. So like I was saying, we have missing health from all these parts, and we have 2 black limbs, so this is perfect. We don't have any broken bones, so we don't need to worry about the splints just yet. We'll worry about that in a second. I could have also used these bandages for the light bleed. As you see here in the description, stops light bleed. And again, for this, the Saluas, the Cars, the AFAX, the IFAX, and the Grizzly will all do the same. So probably wondering why I brought the AI2. I said that doesn't stop light bleed, but what it does is it's quick to heal parts of the body, so the animation is a little bit faster. I could use the sorry, one sec. Level me, should be okay. So you will have to do this during quite often, or in between downtime in a fight. So using the right kind of pack, the right meds at the right time can be a bit tricky sometimes. You can hotbar. So if I was to put the IFAC, for example, so I just use the AFAC there to heal my chest up. If I press number 4 over top of IFAC, it will automatically med up the most damaged part. Which in this case, it's decided as the legs. You can see that at 6.5, it's percentage wise. If I drop the Car and the Grizzly up here, you can see 4, 5 and 6 are now dedicated to med. They all have slightly different animation, slightly different sounds they make when you use them. Okay, so that is the med animation. You can see now my health is back to full with the exception of the... Let's just get out of their way. Now, to fix the arms, what you need is either a CMS or a survival kit. So CMS is slightly faster, but will reduce the maximum health more than the survival kit will. And you can get skill in surgery, which will help a little bit with this, but let's not worry about that for the time being. And what that will do is it will immediately give me a single health point. But watch, the top has now gone from 60 down to 25, so the maximum health on that limb is now 25. It's important you don't use the surgery kits while you are still bleeding, because otherwise you'll lose that point immediately and you'll have to do it again. Again, watching for the AI, it's slightly quieter than the other ones because it just makes a clicking noise instead of a zip, so it's sometimes better to do, and it's fast. Now the survival kit on the other arm. Again, quite cool animations for these. I still question being able to do surgery on your own arm, but it's a game, we'll forgive it. And this time, as you can see, we have 25 health on the left arm, but 50 on the right, and that's because we use a survival kit rather than the CMS. So if I now go back out of here, oop, did not mean to jump, press the button to heal, thusly we are now back to 100% health, but not technically full health. We're at 395, that's because we've had to fix the arm on there. Now the last thing I want to show you is fractured limb. We'll see if I can get somewhere high enough without being killed by these scabs. Let's go. So for fractured limbs, what you do is you just jump off something. And you can see now at the top there I have a fracture. Only one, which I'm quite impressed by. So once again we'll get somewhere with a little bit of cover. Now I've also taken damage. You can see as I'm walking that the speed is slowed down. This is common if you have leg damage. If you have arm damage, then aiming is more difficult. So for the broken limb, we've got the pain which comes with the fracture. You can take the painkillers. So if I wanted to get out of here and I didn't have, I was kind of panicking a little. I've got options of taking painkillers. You can get injectable ones, or you can get ones that you can take like this. Now these ones are the most common. As you can see there, it lasts for 80 seconds. Augmenting lasts for 150 seconds. Also takes away a little bit of hydration. Takes a lot more hydration from the normal painkiller. Ibuprofen, quite long and quite a lot of hydration. However, one of the longer times for duration. So this will remove the pain effect. We also have tremor. This is because we have pain. Got immunity +1, which we don't need to worry about in this map or on this video. So we need to still fix the front. Now what the painkillers have done is I can now move at full speed again. So I can sprint, but if you sprint on a broken leg, you will take damage. So next up we've got a choice of an allu splint or a normal splint. All it does, splint up the broken leg. And as you can see, the fracture is starting to fade away and it's gone. Next the pain will fade away and that will go as well. But we've still got damage to both the legs, so that needs to be healed up. Now you see I've only got 17 health left on this AI2, so it will use as much as the health as it has left, and then it will consume the item. So bear that in mind if you see something with low amounts of durability left on it, is that it's going to get used up. And there we are, once again back to full health. Right, good, we've got a heavy bleed again. See if I can actually kill this guy before I die. In fact, you know what, I'll run away. Oh, damn it. Okay, so we now have 2 heavy bleeds. So, oh no, everything's going terribly wrong. You have options. You can still use the IFAK to get rid of one of those heavy bleeds. It does use most of the health, so we're at 274. We're now down at 64. So you see how much that used on that one? If I now use the car, that is much lower health and isn't clearing the bleed. If I use a grizzly, which is the biggest and meanest of all of the meds, you see that dropped significantly, but it did still cure the heavy bleed. So you can use your meds to get rid of the heavy bleed Just bear in mind that out of a 300 IFAK, we're now down to 64. So you've got to be kind of careful with just how much you use on that. Now the AFAK is the upgrade to the IFAK, so it's basically the same item. It's just got more health. Also amusing, I don't have any ammo left. As you can see, we've also broken both of the arms, so that's 50 and 25. So if I use a CMS again on the same one. Now bear in mind you can't walk when you're using these either, so make sure you're in a safe place. Now you see the health is at 12, so you've lost half of your health again. Need your shotgun, sir, because I do not have any more ammo left. Now, where was we without being disturbed? Let's go over here. So as you can see, 12 health from that one. So let's quickly med that back up again. Every time we get shot in that, it's going to be more dangerous, obviously, to keep losing it. So we'll use a survival kit on the same arm again. And that dropped it by 10 points, so we're 1 out of 4. So once again, you see with the IFAK it's at 30 health. Let's see what it gives us after this. 0, so that's the IFAK gone. Using the car. If you do find yourself in the middle of an animation, you need to stop because a scav is walking up to you while you're trying to make a YouTube video. You can left click and that will cancel out the animation, but it takes a second. So if I start this and then immediately click, you see puts it away. Do it again to give him a second to get one of the meds out. Then I click, still about the same time to put it away. The surgical kit is significantly long. And the silhouette is another good one to use. So in terms of noise as well, the IFAKs, the AFAKs, the car and the grizzly all have a zipping sound as they go to be used, which can be a bit of a giveaway. So we need to move against scabs of cover. So what you need to do is figure out which ones, where you are in terms of being able to use a medkit without risking death. Now the Salua is a little bit quieter, doesn't have a zipping sound. But people can hear that noise and they will rush you as soon as they hear you med. So bear that in mind when you want to go meds. Now let's see if we can get out of here alive. This is the extract zone for the factory, so if you are doing factory run, this is your way out. So in this video we went through the various different types of meds that you can use, the different types of damage that you can take just at a very high level, a very introductory level. There are more things which we'll cover, but for the first video, this is what I wanted to show you, just how to not die from winning your first engagement. So thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.